Hi, sixth graders. This is Mrs. Jones. We are going to start our first unit today. I would like you to grab your math notebook and a pencil. There are a few things I'm going to have you write down. So if you open up to that first page of your notebook, you can copy this title to the top line. We are starting with our unit, integers. And then after you have that written down, you're going to define that word. So integers are positive and negative whole numbers and zero. Please pause this so you can copy that definition down onto your notebook page. So integers, they have to be whole numbers. They can be either positive or negative, and then the number 0 is also an integer. We're going to start by talking about where we see integers used, specifically negative integers, in our lives outside of math class. So one example is when we are talking about money. And this picture is more in the context of a business. So first we want to know, what does positive mean? Well, positive is going to be this green line that is labeled with the word profit. And profit means that we are making money. So positive in a business means that that business is making money. Right? Negative is this red line that's going down over time, which is debt. Okay? Debt means we're losing money or we owe money. Okay? 0 could be right here where the two lines meet, where we don't have any profit, but we also don't have any debt. Okay, that's where we have no money, but we also don't owe any money. Okay? What might make a little bit more sense is if we think of our own personal money. So this is a page from a checkbook where we would keep track of how much money we have in our bank account. Nowadays, we probably don't use this by hand very much, but online banking looks similar and gives you the same kind of information. So in this case, this is saying that at a clothing store, this person withdrew $48.12. And right here is a little minus sign. A withdrawal is when you pay money, so it goes out of your bank account. Okay, so that would be negative. Deposit, there's a little plus sign right here. Deposit is money that you made and it gets put into your bank account. So a paycheck is a deposit. It goes into your bank account. If you get some money for your birthday and you put it into your bank account, that's a deposit. So this person put $120 into their bank account. So that would be positive. What would it mean if you have $0 in your bank account? Right? $0 would mean you don't have any money, but you also don't owe any money. You're not in negative yet. Okay. Another example is when we talk about elevations. This is a really basic drawing. Okay, but where do we see a positive elevation? Well, we have this number 1,025 meters above sea level at the top of a mountain is where we would see a positive elevation because it's above sea level. Okay, if you've ever gone hiking or driven up a mountain anywhere, they post signs that tell you what your elevation is. In Colorado, we have mountains that are like 14,000 feet above sea level. That's a positive elevation. So where do we see a negative elevation? Well, here we have negative 155, or we could say 155 meters below sea level. So in this picture, we are literally under the sea. We're underwater. But we could also talk about valleys that have a negative elevation. There are, for example, the city of New Orleans in Louisiana sits just slightly below sea level. It has a negative elevation. But an example for you to think about would be being underwater or being in a valley. Okay, so where in this picture would we see 0 for elevation? If we think about what 0 means, 0 is exactly at sea level, and that's what this dotted line is for. So we can kind of think about 0 for elevation, meaning it's like on the beach, exactly where the water meets the land. Okay? Another example that we are really used to seeing when we talk about negative numbers might be temperature. Temperature is a great example, except it's very difficult to explain what positive, negative, and zero mean. The reason I say that is because a positive temperature is everything from 1 degree all the way up to 120 degrees on this thermometer. So 120 degrees is really different than 1 degree, and you guys know that. So positive temperatures range from really hot to pretty nice weather to cold to really cold. 0 just means 0 degrees. It's cold. Negative means it's less than 0 degrees and it's really cold. Okay, so we are used to seeing negative numbers when we talk about temperature in the winter in Iowa. It's just a hard example to explain. Where else are integers used outside of math class? Pause this video for a couple seconds and think about where else have you seen specifically negative integers used. Okay, you may have thought of some sports examples. So one that we think of a lot deals with football. And I'm going to do a little bit of drawing on the screen to try to help us explain what this means when we are talking about negative and positive and 0 with football. So if we start at our line of scrimmage, okay, I'm going to make this our line of scrimmage, which for non-football players, this is where the play starts. So this is where the teams line up with the football. Here's my football. Okay, and we are going to say we are over here and we are trying to score in this end zone. Okay, so what we want to happen is the quarterback gets the ball, let's say he throws it, and somebody catches it here and gets tackled. So this is where our down end. Well, they got really far and they got close to the goal. So they ran, let's see, 10, 20, about, let's say 24 yards. So it was a positive gain of 24 yards, and that's good. That's what we want to happen. Now, what would happen if the quarterback passes the ball off to the running back and he runs forward and he gets tackled right here on the line of scrimmage? Okay, what does that mean? It means there's no change. Okay, he did not go forward at all. He also did not go backwards at all. So that would be 0. But then what happens? So when the quarterback gets the ball, it's back here. What happens if when he passes the ball to the running back gets tackled back here? Okay, he went backwards, or he lost 5 yards. Okay, that's negative. Now they are further behind where they started. Okay, so if you understand football, this might be a really helpful illustration. Other examples might deal with golf. If you have any experience playing golf, golf is different than most sports because we want to have a negative score. Negative would mean that you hit the ball into the hole in less shots than you are supposed to. So I'm going to write over here, change my color. Let's say we go golfing, and at the tee, or the beginning of the hole, it says par 4. That means it should take 4 shots to get the ball in the hole. Okay, so let's say that Bill is a good golfer, and when he is golfing, he hits the ball in the hole in exactly 4 shots. That means his score is 0, because they are the same. Okay, let's say Bill is golfing with his friend Mike. Mike is an excellent golfer. Okay, and Mike only takes 3 shots to get the ball in the hole. Well, since his score is 1 less than the par, his score is now -1, and that's a good thing. Okay, let's say Bill and Mike brought a friend named Luke with them, And Luke is having a really bad day at golf, and it took him 7 times to get the ball in the hole. Well, since his score is 3 over the par, his score is +3. That is not very good. That's why if you ever see golf scores from professional tournaments, they're going to be scores like -14. Okay, so that's an example. You might have seen a negative number in your lunch account. That might mean that you owe the school a little bit of money and you spent more than you should have on your lunch, or that you forgot to put money in your lunch account. But those are some other examples. Our second part of the lesson is about opposites. So you guys are used to opposites. You've known these since you were very little. So tall, short, fast, slow. What other opposites do you think of? Okay, what kind of opposites do you think of for math? You might think addition and subtraction are opposites. You might think greater than and less than are opposites. Or you might think positive and negative are opposites. Those are the kind of opposites we are talking about today. So opposite numbers, an example would be -4 and +4 are opposites. The reason is if we look at the number line, we start at 0. If we go 4 jumps to the left, we're at -4. If we go back to 0, and this time we go the opposite direction, and we go 4 jumps to the right, now we are at +4. Okay, that's what an opposite means. So again, please copy this into your notebook. Opposites are the numbers that are the same distance but opposite direction from 0. Pause this so you can copy it. You may also want to just write down an example of 4 and -4 are opposites. Okay, so testing that out, what is the opposite of 4? All right, I bet you got that one because we just talked about the opposite of 4 is -4. Okay, what is the opposite of -6? The opposite of a negative number is the positive number, so the opposite of -6 is 6 or +6. What's the opposite of 13? Good, it is -13. It's the opposite of 0. This one's kind of a trick question. 0 doesn't have an opposite. All right, and for our last one, we have the opposite of -10. The opposite of a negative number is the positive number. So the opposite of -10 is 10. All right, if you have any questions, please email your teacher or ask them some other way, and you are ready to move on to your next assignment.